You're making six figures, maybe even more. But deep down, you still feel like you're behind. Behind on your savings, behind on investing, behind on where you thought you'd be by now. Let me say this clearly. You're not broken, you're not lazy, but if you want to catch up, you'll need transformation and support. If this resonates, go ahead and schedule a strategy session using the link below in the description. Let's have a conversation and see what's possible when you're no longer doing this alone. This video is your invitation to stop spinning your wheels and start moving with clarity. I'll show you how to shift from guilt and confusion to confident progress without rigid budgeting, burnout, or shame. We'll also talk about AI tools, why they're not enough on their own, and how to use them as support, not as strategy. Most importantly, I'll walk you through a new way of thinking about money, a way that's built around your values, your story, and your future. If you're ready to stop just surviving and start designing your financial life, you're in the right place. I'm Shehara Wooten, certified financial planner professional, and I'm a career changer from engineering. I've helped brilliant STEM professional women just like you. One client nearly doubled her savings rate by saving $615 a week, and now is taking a 3-month sabbatical. Another saved $7,000 in just 6 months after using my method to adjust a few key habits. And they did this using a system I created called the Wealth Gap Closers Method. It's a step-by-step approach to building wealth with clarity, possibility, and peace of mind. This isn't about how much you make, it's about how aligned and intentional your money is. Let's talk about why you still feel behind, even though you've done all the things. The degrees, the certifications, the leadership, the promotion. But when it comes to your finances, something still feels off, right? The truth is you've been playing catch up from the beginning because of pay gaps, because of family responsibilities many describe as the black tax, because of the emotional cost of breaking barriers. You're not feeling behind because you're bad with money. You're feeling behind because you've never had a system designed for you. And now you're trying to build in your 30s, 40s, or 50s while also recovering from what it took just to get here. So let's shift the question from where should I be to what's possible now. Here's how we begin catching up, step by step. Step 1, reframe your money mindset. Before the numbers comes the narrative. If you constantly feel like you're behind, your brain will keep pulling you back into guilt and second guessing. So shift your mindset, replace pressure with possibility. Step 2, define what's realistic and right for you. Forget arbitrary benchmarks. Create a vision and a plan that's rooted in your income, your energy, your motivation, your enthusiasm and your values. And this is personal, it's not performative. So what I would like you to do is list your top 10 values, then narrow that down further to your top 3 values. Step 3, fix the cash flow first. No spreadsheet will change your life if your behavior isn't aligned with your priorities. So use a behavior-based cash flow system that gives every dollar a purpose without guilt and without all the constraint. You'll know where your money is going and why. Take care of your committed expenses and then stay within your recommended spendable lifestyle expense amount. This way you don't have to do mental stressful gymnastics like every time you spend money. Moving one from this bucket to that bucket, hoping that you have enough in the savings, hoping you have enough in the checking. It can be very chaotic, right? Step 4 is to understand your financial wellness score. Wouldn't it be powerful to have a real-time financial scorecard? Something that shows what's working and what needs attention. really easily so you can really see it. You can build that in the program and monitor it regularly. Well, it's designed not to overwhelm you, but to give you clarity without confusion. Step 5 is protect what you're building. Let me say this, you've worked too hard to let a single event derail your whole progress. You want to make sure you're building in protection, so like through smart saving, insurance, and intentional planning, so your foundation stays strong. If this sounds like the kind of structure and support you've been missing, go ahead and schedule a strategy session today using the link in the description. We'll explore together whether this approach makes sense for you. No pressure at all, just a real conversation about possibility. Now let's talk about AI tools. They're everywhere. You got budgeting apps, investing platforms, ChatGPT, and many like that. And don't get me wrong, they can help. AI can help to track spending, forecast savings, automate reminders. That's beautiful. And you know it actually. You're a techie, right? So you're probably building these tools already. But here's the truth. AI doesn't understand your story. It won't hold space for your money fears. It won't challenge lifestyle creep rooted in emotional burnout. It won't ask if this goal still aligns with your current season of life. AI gives the data, but catching up, that's about more than data. It takes mindset, clarity, a system, and sometimes just a caring human voice. That's where a thought partner comes in. Not someone to fix things, but someone to walk with you, to say, let's look at that raise strategically. Let's pause before that big purchase. Let's get honest about what's really going on. Inside the Wealth Gap Closers method, we build more than a plan, we build a relationship, one that evolves as your life evolves. That's the power of human support. You don't catch up by trying harder, you catch up by thinking differently, by working with a system that puts your values first, by healing from financial stress, not hiding from it, and by being supported, not just told what to do. You need more than a checklist, you need transformation. So what I like to focus on for you is, and have you think about, is mindset, cash flow, savings, protection, wellness, and above all, clarity. And so this is gonna be how you stop catching up and start getting ahead. If any part of this landed with you, if you felt seen, I invite you to book a conversation. Not a pitch, not a pressure call, just a thoughtful space to explore what's possible. The link, again, is in the description. And so if this video gave you something to think about, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with another Black woman in STEM who's ready to stop surviving and start leading her financial life with confidence. And when you're ready, I want you to watch the next video. Will I be a solo ager? You deserve more than a paycheck. You deserve peace. Thanks for watching Wealth Gap Closers.